My best friend texted me, "I'm going to the library," and I knew she was in serious danger. I hadn't heard from Jess since she started dating that new guy Alex who monopolized her time. Then randomly I got a text from her that said, "Hey Brooke, sorry I've been MIA. I'm going to the library tomorrow to catch up on some reading. Alex has been so sweet making me breakfast every day." I started typing, "Glad you're happy," when another message popped up. "Remember when we used to write poetry in the library during lunch? Those purple flowers by the reference desk were so pretty." I stared at the message in confusion. We never wrote poetry together. Jess actually thought poetry was pretentious. So what was her text even about? And our high school library definitely never had flowers. I was about to text back, "What are you talking about?" when something tickled the back of my mind. Library, poetry, purple flowers? Those words suddenly felt important. Then it hit me like a physical blow. Oh my god, the code. Our secret language from college that we'd made up during study hall, assigning random meanings to normal words so we could text in class without teachers understanding. We'd completely forgotten about it after so many years, but that is exactly what Jess was using. I was sure of it. Library meant I need help. Poetry meant can't talk freely. Purple flowers was our nuclear option that meant serious danger. My hands shook as I read her texts again with this new information. She wasn't going to any library. She was screaming for help in the only way she could. I texted back carefully, trying to remember our response codes. "That's nice. The library sounds relaxing. Are you reading anything good?" Her response came the next morning. "Just reading some old favorites. Alex says I read too much, but he brings me cookies while I study, just like the ones from our school cafeteria." Cookies meant I'm scared, and cafeteria meant call for help immediately. When I got the full picture, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I remembered that museum meant police, and coffee meant are you safe? So I texted back, "Wanna grab coffee later? We could go to that museum you like?" Her reply was instant. "Can't today. Alex and I are having a quiet day at home. He doesn't like when I go out without him, but the garden here has such beautiful flowers. I see them from every window." Every window? She was emphasizing she couldn't leave, that she was trapped inside. I texted, "Is everything okay? You've seemed distant lately," trying to give her an opening. She responded, "Everything's perfect. Alex just likes keeping me close." That wasn't working, so I tried to do better. I recalled that astronomy meant where are you exactly? Hey, remember that astronomy project senior year? 20 minutes passed without a reply, and I thought I'd messed up, that I'd somehow given her away. But thankfully, her reply came through. "Of course. We watched 3 moons that night, remember? Near those big spider webs." My heart started racing because I'd understood exactly what she was telling me. I texted one last time, "The donuts from that area are amazing." Then I slammed my laptop shut and grabbed my phone, knowing I had to act fast. I called 911 and tried to explain that my friend was being held against her will. "She's using a code we made up in college. She's trapped. I know where she is," but the dispatcher interrupted me right away. "Ma'am, did she say she needs help?" Of course she didn't. That was the whole point. I got into a back and forth with the dispatcher, who for some reason refused to believe me and thought this was a prank. As we were arguing, I pulled up Alex's Instagram on my laptop. His profile was disturbing. I could see photos of Jess sleeping that she clearly didn't know were being taken, with captions about training her to be perfect. Comments from his friends calling him psycho-possessive, like it was funny. I screenshot everything and emailed it to myself, then searched his name on Google. My blood went cold. He had 2 arrests for domestic violence, a restraining order from his ex-girlfriend that he'd violated twice, and a newspaper article about him stalking a coworker who rejected him. This wasn't just controlling behavior, this was a pattern. I called 911 again, got a different dispatcher, and led with the restraining order and arrest record. This time, they listened. While they were pulling up his file, my phone buzzed with one text from Jess. "Alex says no more phone today, but the library closes at midnight anyway." Midnight. Whatever he was planning, we had just over an hour. After the dispatcher said they were sending units, I spent the next 30 minutes pacing my apartment, praying Jess was okay. I kept refreshing my phone, hoping for another text or an update telling me she was okay. The police had promised they'd send units immediately, but every minute felt like an hour. And then 45 minutes later, my phone finally rang. It was the lead officer who told me that they'd found her. She'd been locked in an upstairs bedroom with bruises all over her wrists because Alex used rope to tie her up. I rushed to the hospital, and as soon as she saw me, she whispered, "I knew you'd figure it out."